Hello everyone, welcome back to Finite Element Methods Laboratory. I am Rakesh VALASA. In this video lecture, I am going to explain how to solve the axisymmetric problems in ANSYS Workbench software. Let us see the given problem statement. An open cylinder shown below has an inner radius A equal to 1 meter, outer radius B equal to 1.1 meter, length L equal to 6 meters, and is applied with a pressure load P equal to 10 gigapascal. You can convert gigapascal equal to 10 power 9 pascal. On the inner surface, the outer surface of the cylinder is prevented from radial deformation, and the cylinder is free to deform along the length direction. Compute the stresses in the cylinder using a 2D axisymmetric model in ANSYS Workbench. Assume Young's modulus E equal to 200 GPa and Poisson ratio mu equal to 0.3. Okay, now open ANSYS Workbench. So go to Start button, ANSYS 19.2, and choose Workbench. Now click on Workbench 19.2. Now it is open like this. In that we are going to solve that problem in static structural. So go to the toolbox, double click on static structural. Now the static structural is open. Here many steps are there. First one is engineering data. Now double click on engineering data. In the given problem, he has given few properties, that is Young's modulus and Poisson ratio. We need to create one new material. For that purpose, in the engineering data, in the last one is click here to add a new material. The material name is axisymmetrical symmetrical material. Now choose this axisymmetrical material. In the left side, once again choose this axisymmetrical material. In the left side, double click on isotropic elasticity. In that two options are enabled. One is Young's modulus, second one is Poisson ratio. We know the Young's modulus, that is 200 GPa, so you can type 200. GPa means 10 power 9, so you can type E9. Units are Pascal, so 200 gigapascal. Giga means 10 power 9. In ANSYS software you can type like E9. Then the second one is Poisson ratio, that is 0.3. We need to enter these two properties. Now close this window, then move to the next step, that is geometry. Now choose geometry. In the right side, properties of schematic. If it is not appear, go to the view and enable properties, then only this window is enabled. In this window you need to change advanced geometry option analysis type, that is you can change from 3D to 2D, because in the given problem he mentioned that using a 2D axisymmetric model, that's why I have changed from 3D to 2D. Now again select this geometry, click mouse right button and choose new design modeler geometry. Now the new design geometry model is loading. We need to construct this cross section. This cross section length is, we know that length is 6 meter. and inner radius is 1 meter, outer radius is 1.1 meters. So the given geometry having all dimensions are in meters only. So that's why first you need to check the units. Go to the menu bar, units, meter. The default one is meter. The given geometry having maximum dimension is 1.1 meter. So that's why you need to expand this one with the help of mouse middle button. Just scroll out, scroll out, and reduce the dimensions up to 1 meter. So 0, 1, 2 meters. That's enough. Now choose from this tree outline XY plane. Click mouse right button. Look at. Now, okay. After selecting this XY plane, you can scroll your mouse middle button. 0, 1, 2 meters. Now you need to construct that cross section here with the help of sketching. Choose the rectangle. Now draw the rectangle here. Then give the dimensions by using dimension option. First give this cylinder height, that means length. Then with the help of horizontal, you can give the radius from this vertical axis to inner surface. Next vertical axis to outer surface. Here the vertical length is, we know that 6 meters. Inside radius is 1 meter. Outside radius 1.1 meter. The next step is go to the concept. We need to create the surfaces from sketches. Now select this rectangle, click on apply. Now the surface is generated, so click on generate. Now the surface body is generated, you can see here. Now close this window. Then move to the next step, that is model. Now the next step is model. Double click on model. Now the model window is loading. Now it is loading. Now the model window is opening, and the outline options are loading. Okay, in the left side few options are there. Model, just choose the model option, click mouse right button, insert symmetry option. In the symmetry type is we know that in the given problem he has clearly mentioned that choose 2D axisymmetric. Here you can see here when the default angle is 10 degrees and number of repeats are 37. The calculation procedure is the total angle is, the rotation angle is 360 degrees by the each part angle is 10 degrees. 360 by 10 is 36. It takes the number of repeats n plus 1, 36 plus 1, 37. Based upon that calculation you can give this number of repeats. The default one is 10 degrees rotation, delta t 10 degrees, number of repeats n plus 1, that is 36 plus 1, 37 degrees, 37 parts repeats. Next move to the geometry. In the geometry 2D behavior, the default one is plane stress. Our problem is axisymmetric. Next move to the next, we have to choose the specify material, that is go to the geometry, elaborate this one, choose the surface body. In that material assignment is, just click on this tab, you can choose axisymmetrical material. Next step is go to the mesh, choose the mesh, click mouse right button, generate mesh. Now the meshing is done. The next step is you need to apply the boundary conditions. Go to the static sectional, click mouse right button, insert. First one is pressure. Static sectional, click mouse right button, and you can also add displacement. First you need to apply the pressure to the inside surface. So select the pressure, choose the surface, inside surface, click on apply. The magnitude is, you can check, the pressure load is 10 gigapascal. So here the megapascal is given, so 10,000 megapascal. In the given problem 10 gigapascal is given. To convert into megapascal, so 10 into 10 power 3 megapascal, that means 10,000 megapascal. That pressure is applied to inside surface. Then move to the displacement. In the displacement, in the given problem clearly mentioned that uh, the outer surface of the cylinder is prevented from radial deformation. The cylinder is free to deform along the length direction. So select no selection, choose the vertex and choose uh, outside vertex. In that, x component is free, y component is 0. Then click on apply. Next move to the solution, click mouse right button. We need to find out the deformation, so inside deformation, total deformation, again choose solution, click mouse right button, uh, stress equivalent one measure stresses, and also add, click mouse right button, insert shear stress shear. We need to find out these three parameters: total deformation, equivalent stress, shear stress, because in the given problem he asked that to compute the stresses in cylinder part using axisymmetric model. That's why added these three parameters. Now choose solution, click mouse right button, click on solve. Now the software is calculating the these three parameters: total deformation, equivalent stress, shear stress. Here one warning is there, that is it gives the high stress. Now choose total deformation. You can see here the minimum deformation is 52 523.81 and maximum is 1013.7. Units are millimeters. You can see here. You can also see the simulation or animation. Just now click on play. This is the total deformation. Next move to the equivalent stress. Now click on play. Here the equivalent stress minimum is 94,898 megapascal. Maximum is 1.1019 e power 5 megapascal. Now click on play. You can see the equivalent stress. Okay, next move to the shear stress. Minimum is minus 7.8289 e 10 power minus 7. Maximum is 7.9149 into 10 power minus 7 megapascal. Now you can see the animation. This is the shear stress. Okay, this is the way to determine the total deformation, equivalent stress, shear stress in ANSYS Workbench software for axis symmetric models. Okay, I hope this video is very clear to everyone. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.